Hello, Twitch. Welcome back to Vampyr. This is chapter 3, quest 4, which is about halfway through the game. And actually, we're not done exploring the sewers. I thought we were supposed to go back and check in with Father whatever. Oh, right, we have to talk to the person who's not dead, despite leaving a 7 persons worth of blood splatter in her locked room. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I stopped just outside the door. I forgot. Okay. There she is. I bet she's even more untrustworthy of people now. That's very likely. I'm gonna change my audio settings a little. Is this a good volume? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's see what else is in here that I can steal. All kinds of stuff. Ooh. The supremacy of Ekans. It is no coincidence that Ekans are the most eminent and most numerous of all vampires. They're the most numerous? I'm surprised. I thought skulls would be. They're the trash ones, so you'd think they're the most numerous, especially since they're the garbage ones that have been fighting in the streets. Ekans are the truest aristocracy of immortals, and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only met Ekans assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Ekans are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against more exotic species like Volkad, who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful, if properly canalized towards a clear goal, but they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Escalon Club should only accept Ekan of the highest lineage as member of its inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Volkads should be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Okay. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to be locked. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself? You don't look so good, by the way.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
That's fine. Well, you look terrible. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. Oh, my body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Oh, that's rough. Is that painful?
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry.
Really?
I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Okay. It seems like something went wrong with her transformation.
Your room. The blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, It's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Good.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Well, you could try to be a little more nice, a little more sociable, a little less spiteful, and, you know, not venomous in general. Why are you here, though?
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
But you're not eating.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
It seems like she doesn't know what's going on.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
I'm no skull.
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who? One of the dead guys, or?
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord.
Wait.
I lived here for many years before falling ill.
Not that guy I
He
killed.
was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
There's more than one landlord. Makes sense. Okay.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Wait, tell me your story again.
Who was that man?
He used to be my landlord.
Yes, he was your landlord. Okay.
You sought vengeance by...
I don't lie.
Not much more detail. Okay.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
I would give her the sweet mercy of death if I could, but alas, I can't.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
Not
There
really.
is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Who are you? That's a
Your
good one.
diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
Okay.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live! Here we hide.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen. The
I
Ascalon
don't think
blood.
that's what they're hiding from.
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What are you hiding from?
That's a
From
better
the guilt.
question.
The shame
Okay.
from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone
Yeah.
else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Shornhampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
How convenient.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Alright. Follow the arrows. I don't see any arrows. There's one. What a big arrow. What's in here? Stuff. Stuff is nice.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
No, you have filth blood. Ah.
I cannot enter.
Oh. Ah, there's an arrow. I'll try this way then. There's an arrow. Alright. Go in the right place. Okay. Merchants' prices for their goods may vary depending on their district's health status. So do they go up with their health or down? Economically, it would make sense for the prices to go down with bad health, but I don't see that being a good game design. Wait, no, that wouldn't work that way. They would go up, but they would also they'd also go up either way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Something shady happened here.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Way to be creepy, dude.
Would you like to take communion with me now?
No.
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You hide your game well, I guess.
This shelter is the tip of the iceberg. You hide your game well, I'll give you that.
We are God's children, Dr. Reed, one and all, and he's determined to save us.
So is this your place, or part of the... What was it, the Night Chapel or something? Night Asylum.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
Donation?
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
Aloysius.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Okay.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
And for the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
The cannibalism, for the most part.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
Heart. Pure of heart.
You've turned Scal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of His glorious light.
He's weirdly, what's the word? You know, he's got his mind.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Yeah, I don't think Harriet needs... Well, she does need help, but I don't think we should give it to her. Let's not give her immortality.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I'd like to trust him, but he does feed on corpses. I'm not into the whole religion thing of this. This is definitely not a God-given plan.
Let's simply agree that all are one and the same. In death, I mean.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm assuming it means turn him into an Ekon. I can't check to see how much XP I have, but it must be at least 500. Well, I don't exactly trust him. You will heal through my blood.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your Cheptel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way.
No, he didn't.
Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Oh, he
I
sure
can't imagine
does.
God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No!
I said kneel and drink. Now!
Yeah, lick my stigmata. Where's your god now? New citizens available to kill. The district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Okay. Can I talk to you? No? You're a bit blood drunk. Oh, he's perfectly healthy. Look at that. Okay. Let's just loot this room and move on. Wait, that's where I came from, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see you later, priest. Okay, this is the night asylum. I think. Yep.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
No. Nope.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Who could have done that?
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close
You
by.
keep saying that.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Okay.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Are you gonna talk to me now?
You again? What do you want?
Sounds like a no. Oh. There's a quest thing. Oh, are you an activist?
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
What about the union? That's the point of the union.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night.
She lost the money. Okay.
Strange
She's
men
got a headache.
saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform.
Pruin.
Sure they robbed me.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Got one. Ooh. I leveled up. I've got one headache cure.
Do you need medical
You can
help,
have it.
Miss Paxton?
I may, but I have no money for your scams, Doctor.
It's free. This is a free scam.
I don't charge patients. My scam is much more subtle than that, Miss Paxton.
All right then.
I like how he
Thank
goes
you,
along
Doctor.
with it.
But don't think I take you for an ally of the working class.
I'll take your free healthcare, but don't think that means I think you're...
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me.
Oh, motive.
Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Motive, and she's at the scene of the crime. She must be a vampire. How about you? Healthy. What's the general situation here? Oh, she was the only one. But I know the hospital's just like a hive of scum. Oh, it's not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was. Sorry, not the hospital, the Whitechapel. What do I need to get this guy to trust me? Was it the mesmerize level? That must have been it. I've got 3 now. I'll go talk to him. Okay. So I still don't know who those 3 guys are. Thieves. Locate the site where the bombing took place. I think that actually might have been around here somewhere. Oh, no, I was definitely wrong. What about this? Thieves. They're down there. Okay. I'll take a look at that. Find those thieves for you.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
You know, I like you a lot more than I like your sister.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, actually, I
it
heard
was
that
terrifying.
when I was
thought it
talking
my
to
sister, so I
the
ran.
priest.
But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
I thought that was just background noise. Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Check on the corpse. What in his hands? A brooch.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
I'll just take that. An old and elegant brooch belonging to Jonathan's mother.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district.
Poplar? A cheap leather wallet found on a corpse left in front of Sean Hampton's night shelter. The wallet contains official paper of repatriation and demobilization with the address of the victim, 29 Pretty Orchard Street.
Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Huh. Interesting. Also, what's up with all this stuff? It looks like there's a, an outbreak containment thing set up here. Albeit a much smaller one than at the hospital. But nonetheless. Okay, 126 meters that way. Oh. Oh no. Gotta take that guy out first.
Cannot be defeated. He's dead.
Alright. That's what I needed. Now I'm full on blood. Night Shelter's vicinity. I think I've been in here before. 1495 XP. I used that 500 to vampirize the priest. That was almost 2,000. That was kind of weird. Weird house. Okay, do I want to level up? I don't think I can unless I do really low level base stat things. Actually, at this point, I'm not sure I even can. Might be able to get one thing. You know what? I will. I'll do that. If I can find the place. There we go. Okay, first I'm gonna check what's here. Anything new to disassemble? Some bottles. And Enid's trinkets. I'll still check out the prices for those. I forgot to do that last time. Oh, to analyze sturdy blood sample. Okay. Level 2 health serum. I actually have a bunch of level 1s. 300 instantly, then 150 points over 10 per second for 15 seconds. And I've got 60 blood points. That's what the right D-pad does. Okay. So I want to upgrade this. Don't think I can. Everything I think I need good parts now for. Yep, good handle part. good handle part. This is also going to need a good handle part. Yep. This needs a good tiny handle part. Tiny good handle part. This, it's not as good, but it's faster. And, it has some stun. Oh, actually no. They both have stun. This has way more stun. You know what? I'm good with what I've got. So this fires a burst shots, but that's not important. Reloads faster too. Oh well. Okay. Bed. There's one somewhere. There it is. I'm gonna increase my health. And for once it's cold in here. That never happens. If you've ever lived near the docks of East End, you must know who Sean Patrick Hampton is. And if not, you might have heard of him. His name is starting to spread through the entire capital, and the song it sings is one of hope. Sean is the humble founder of Hampton Asylum, an establishment that he built with his own hands and convictions. The building, an abandoned warehouse gracefully donated by the Dawson family, then renovated and transformed into what is now the most famous asylum in London. The poor and hungry are welcome under his roof, and with them he shares his food, his care, and his prayers. Sean Hampton came from a background of misery, but the hardships of life didn't disfigure or maim his profound trust in the Lord. If anything, the faithful man gained an acute empathy in exchange for the torments of poverty. His love of others is renowned throughout the docks. Rare are those who didn't witness Sean cry at the sight of an infirm veteran, an orphan child, or sick mother. That's how he gained his nickname, the Sad Saint of the East End. Sean Hampton is so respected that people still stay in his shelter, even after the Sad Saint contracted a mysterious disease which forces him to rest a lot and take his meals away from his flock. While in some other parts of London, people step back as soon as someone coughs in public. Men and women accept to eat and sleep in the Hampton Asylum. It's the safest place in the East End docks. The building looks dirty, the stench around the place is awful for a delicate soul, but there's hope and love there, and the death toll has been low and stable for days. Guess I made the right choice. Okay. How'd things go here? Not too good looking. This actually, did it go up? Huh, alright. This remains the same, because I've never been there. Or if I have, it wasn't for long. Actually, have I? I have. Alright. Now let's find this stash or whatever it is. No, we're finding the thieves.
No good place for a stroll.
Watch out, boys!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This'll kill him. Yep.
We have to stop it!
Alright. Cool. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I could put the rest up, or I could not finish this quest. Oh man, that was terrible. Ooh. Thought I heard someone.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Yeah, I guess. If that's what you want to call me. I'm one of them vermin. Wow. You're weak.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Shit, that leech is fast!
I sure am. They didn't drop anything.
Giselle's stolen money. Pretty one has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Yeah. Okay. A small bag containing some money and a small handwritten note. Giselle, here's the money collected by the comrades to support the next strike. Please keep it safe until the bloody supervisors stop asking questions and snooping around. Thanks. Okay. Another moral dilemma choice. Do I keep the money? Or do I return the money? Huh. Oh. It's not exactly what I was hoping to see.
Over there!
Good trigger part. Now that's what I was hoping to see. Alright, sir, will you drop a good trigger part?
Back in the grave!
Always turn around at the last second. I think that'll kill him. Yep. Common handle part. I'll let that fight itself out. It's none of my business. Okay, this is where I want to be. In vicinity of the night shelter.
You again? What do you want?
I want you to stop hating me. Here.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
No.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well...
You're sorry?
Thank you.
Jesus.
Sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
She's dead, though. Okay. They're friends.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Okay. Have fun being miserable.
You speak of strikes and class enemy.
I already asked you this.
You bet I am.
Okay, that it just took away the dialogue option. It actually had less text.
Well, I'll leave you for now.
Wait a second.
You again?
Yeah. Okay. Do I have new dialogue options? No. No. Okay.
Well, I'll leave.
Okay. Guess I'm sticking up posters.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Watch out, guys. There's vampires around.
This one! Steady back! We've got one over there! No rest for the wicked! Killing God walks with you!
Okay. You don't like those blood claws, do you? What's this? Oh, join the army. Aha.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Everything's full. That makes me happy. Mr. Throckmorton. Throckmorton.
Good evening, Mr. Throckmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Yeah, there's signs about vampires all over the place.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
No,
See the
most of the
sad
people that'll
saint
see
of the
it can't
East End?
read.
How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Okay. Wouldn't Sean be the protector of the shelter?
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are.
Most admirable. Alright, later.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Go south. Go back to Tom. Go south. Guess I'm going south. Are there any more complete ones? Oh, yeah. Talk to that dude. Alright. Going south. Suffolk. This door has been unlocked. Maybe I could have put the posters in there in that huge bonfire. Ah. Come on. Yeah. Got him. Oh, come on. Both gonna come after me? One of us species has to stick together. I think the humans should stick together or the vampires should stick together. Either way, you shouldn't gang up on me. That's the gist of it. That's what I think. Okay. I think this might actually be the way. Who just leaves piles of money sitting all over the place? It's a bit suspicious. Oh. I don't need those common handle parts anymore. Don't think I'm ever gonna do anything with them, which means I can sell them. That's good. I could sell them for 5 shillings a piece. Alright. Yes. This is where I wanted to be.
Turn around, sir.
I believe not.
Salute! Kill it!
Yeah. Fight harder. Yeah.
Bastard! Doesn't like fire, does it?
Oh, I wanted to drink that blood. But you had to go and die on me. Alright, where did this bomb go off, allegedly?
It's locked.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
I just noticed that guy behind me. That's not good.
It's on him! Oh, Christ!
Okay. Open this up. I remember running through here, fleeing. Okay, so all I know is that it's somewhere in the bottom half of the map. Somewhere in Suffolk. Oh yeah. Forgot there's enemies. They'll show up from time to time.
A leech!
Yep, that's me. The leech.
Christ! He's dead!
What's some of this?
Oh, no, I don't want your weird gas. Get that out of here.
She's dead!
foundry key, cool. A plain steel key designed to open a grid or a door. Did I pass the locked spot? Ah. It's on the other side. That I could have just opened at any time. There we go. Okay, there's gotta be somewhere in here that's locked. Ah, there is a second floor. Ooh. Oof. Yeah. Give me your blood. Great. Okay. Does the foundry end there? How does one get onto the second floor here? Ah. Via that balcony. I don't like that. Yeah. Now, did I use the foundry key? Or was that just locked from the other side? I don't know. That I probably used the foundry key for. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a skull. One of the crazy ones. A necklace. Laughing at the Guard. For more than a century, the Guard of Pruin has been a dissident faction from the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. It is important, as the divergence of opinion between our two fraternities are now as well established, to remember what happened and why we shall, alas, consider these former brothers as our opponents and adversaries, and mock their laws of conduct. Kendall Stone founded the Guard in 1801. He was a former legate of the Brotherhood and long-standing member of the Brotherhood Council. His departure was the result of an irreconcilable dispute within the Council, when Kendall stated that the Brotherhood had to reconsider its non-violent approach to the study of vampires, and that the eradication of these immortals had to be the ultimate goal of our researches. Since the terrible schisms occurred, relations between the Guard and the Brotherhood have always been difficult. The Guard of Pruin considers the Brotherhood as traitors and allies of their foes, while we call them thieves and zealots for the many ancient and precious books we kept for centuries, which they destroyed or stole when they left. I will constantly recuse any accusation of cowardice, for I know the courage it requires for our brothers to approach and observe hostile immortals. I will never forget the cruel loss of the unique texts and scrolls burnt by Kendall and its followers when they left, and I will never cease to laugh at their stupidity, revealed in the very name, since they chose to call themselves the Guard of Pruin as a reference of King Arthur's shield, thus defining themselves as the true defenders of this land, when the true scholar perfectly knows best in the book of Taliesin. Prydwen is the name of Arthur's boat during his expedition to the mythical territories of Anfuin. What a symbol indeed! From Whispers of Our Past by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Alright, let's get out of here. Yes, that's just what I needed. Also this, what's this? Grease and shillings. That was just another way up. Alright, I'm ready to leave the forge. Deeper in I go. that's... I looped around. There we go. I think that's where the game started, right around here. But I'm not sure.
This place. Rain may have
Yeah.
washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Okay, so here's the death pit. Looting Mary's corpse. That's good. But is this a bombing site? Maybe.
This is my watch.
Hey.
Damn grave robbers.
Hello, boys. About your last message concerning your mission to loot corpses in Sulfuric. I'll only say it once. Deal with it, and be glad I don't report your protest to Edwina. She might go out there herself to cut your balls off. The little bird also told me you made a few jokes about what I saw by the pier. So no, I'm just a loony scared by his own shadow, or a nutcase who mumbles and trembles like an old woman about ghost stories. Good. I like it when my boys are happy. Be assured that nutcase will come to piss on your bloody carcasses. After the fucking monster I saw has sucked your brains out. Enjoy the following nights, fellows. I heard they will be foggy and rainy. Booth D. New hint. He believes in supernatural creatures and events. And the other one was her? Oh, no, the other one was an item. Which would be my thing. Or no, it was the note. This. Okay. That's a lot of terrible stuff. Yep. I haven't found any bombing sites. Okay.
Stupid
Oh,
beast!
hey, buddy.
It's on it! It's on it! He's dead!
Here's a hideout. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's probably what I would have ended up doing. Screws and grease and springs. I hope I didn't need my watch. I'll rest up later. I don't need anything yet. I don't know, I can't find this bombing place.
Yes.
Oh.
The place has changed since the explosion,
of
but
the
it was
devil.
definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
There's a little memorial thing, I guess. Find some flowers. I don't suppose the one that I already have is enough. It's not that big of a distance, so I should have seen. Oh. What's this? Oh, it's just the hideout. Is this also the hideout? Yeah, it is. It's the suicide guy. Ah.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Okay. Go back to that guy. What else do we have? Talk to Tom. Talk to Edwina. Alright, so just generally go back to docks. Alright. This is the direction ahead. That guy go up and under the bridge. Through the bridge even. Okay. So that dude is around here somewhere. Should be right close by. There he is.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
How about this attempted murder thing?
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
So they've been around for a while, huh? Why?
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You realized how sad you were? You couldn't have empathized with them unless the guy did something. I'm gonna go with sad.
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. That was more about just being pleased for the guy.
So you were ordered to kill.
I don't know if you can...
Why could...
My target...
You've had...
No, not...
Your arrest.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
Customers don't care. Your imprisonment.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
No, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide, and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Makes sense.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others, and die, eventually.
That seems to be a common element among everybody.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show,
Wretched
I
hive.
don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened, staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
He's renounced his criminal lifestyle. Okay, Your warehouse wasn't empty.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Makes sense. Here's your booze.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Okay. That should do it for you. Actually, yeah, you're fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I hope I live long enough.
So few clients. But with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Everybody I know is healthy. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah. What else? Talk to her. Talk to him. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yep. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
And yet you're still drowning in cheap liquor.
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
I've already been through this.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change...
What kind?
It was...
I've lost...
It's okay.
Found that bomb.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened.
Yep.
Just as you asked.
Really?
Isn't that
That's
nice
so
of me?
kind. I never thought someone would... Well... Thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Now get
What?
your act
No,
together.
I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day.
What?
Stupid bastard. Why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about...
Ah. He's responsible for a bombing attack which killed people by mistake. Yeah, that'd turn you into a irreconcilable alcoholic who possibly tried to kill himself. Okay.
About it, leave me alone.
That begs some questions.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. We're killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You too died that day.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death. drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
Never been judged. Remember the bomb.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
Okay.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
You know what? Why don't we go for a walk? You and me.
Should have offered a drink to the boy. Being cursed all along is just another lost orphan.
Let's just go somewhere over here, perhaps. Somewhere nice and private, where nobody will see us. Yes. Now you are mine.
No one will ever know what I did. I'm gonna die with blood on my hands.
Yep.
No one will remember me.
Oh. A small key that belonged to him, probably used to open a box or a trunk. She almost saw me.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts...
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Okay.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Buy 2 of these. Okay. That's all for here. So it's back to back to Whitechapel. Maybe I should go see what's happening in the hospital. Stuff might not be going too well. I guess I could just go there and then do the hospital afterwards. It's probably just gonna tell me to go somewhere else after there. Yeah, that sounds good.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang.
Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything's okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation's getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day, and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there are some new players around, trying to dispute our territory. The Wet Boot Boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. So I thought about what you said last time we met, that you never regretted leaving the gang. That the only thing you regret is never being able to put food in the East End again, to avoid a good beating or worse. Well, rest assured that you'd have my protection if you decided to pass by, and maybe we could talk again about new opportunities and a job offer. You know I have always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? Say hello to your wife for me. WBB for life, old chap. Booth Digby. I never talked to him. I never saw him. Who's Frank? No Franks here. No Franks at all? Huh. Booth has already tried to find a job so he could quit the Wet Boot Boys. Ah, not leaving without those shillings.
It's locked.
Boo.
Step away, sir.
Sorry, but no.
Don't come steady, boy!
There we go.
He's too fucking fast!
Alright. Aluminium shard.
Burn it, boys! That's gotta hurt! See them fancy clothes? This one's tough! Take a breath of this!
Oof. They sure got me. A room full of guns is no joke. Alright, I'm almost drained of blood, which isn't good. That door's locked. This is how I got there before. Not a priest.
Stay back!
Oh, they're fighting their own fight.
I'm waiting with you! It's too fucking fast!
Gotcha. Can't you fight the werewolf first? He's a much greater threat to you. While I'm not fighting you. Gotcha. Right. Now I'm a bit disoriented. Where am I? Okay.
I'll put it into you!
No. Gotcha. Yes.
Bloody monster!
All right. Slowly regenerating.
Weapons ready!
Whoa! Did a ton of damage. Alright. Finsbury Gate. Sounds very posh. Man, this level design is so much like Bloodborne. Everything about it is like Bloodborne. Oh.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?
An open door. That's never a good sign.
There's been a fight here.
Yep. Uh-huh. Okay, so somebody got axed here. Dragged this way. And out the window. Nothing out of order here except this massive hole in the wall. It's not even the wall, the side of the building. Also, it looks like there was some kind of scuffle in here. It also looks like they were packing to go somewhere.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
I don't know. Who could have possibly done something that requires the strength of a vampire? Aha. The trail continues. Maybe this is a good time to go to the hospital. I do need a lot of blood. So, it means a lot to me. Thank you, guy.
Best run along home, sir. Watch yourselves. This one.
Oh wow, just appear out of nowhere.
Mine.
I mean, you do need your backup when you're dealing with me, but that's a different story. Ow. Alright. Popular Fauberg. Alright, everybody's dying here. Okay, you're healthy, you're healthy. Good for you. You're healthy. You're healthy. Oh no, it was the other place. Everyone here is healthy. But there are two things. Dr. Swansea and... Jesus, stop. Lady Ashbury. That I should check out.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I'll keep it a secret.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something cruel and wicked.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan. Be extremely careful. If you get in the way of an immortal's plans...
So do I have to tell her this?
I discovered the most intriguing skull.
No, I don't want to tell her
An
that.
elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Here's where their address is.
Bridget. Peculiar name. I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society. They are the shame of their genitors, a disgrace to the vampire that created them.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
My lady. Okay, so before he went into one of those little spy sequences, but he's not doing that anymore. I wonder if it's just because the situation has to fall into place, or because I advanced the plot or something, or the dialogue options.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
Huh? Hey, alright. Dr. Swansea.
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
I crossed paths with one. A terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires
By
are
the
eliminating their
stole.
own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
It sounds like they always eliminate the skulls, though.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
Of course.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a Skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Well, why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of Skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I've never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
No.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
Okay. Now back to the trail.
For God's sake, we're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that? We have no reason to be.
Come on, can't I get across? There we go. Very finicky, but whatever. Follow the blood trail. I lost the blood trail. While I'm on the menu, that's the only thing left, right? Yes. Oh. I've regained the trail.
Cross all these streets to let her expire and be found here.
You're surprising. Occasionally, you make a good point.
How's that?
We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
Yeah. Stop. That hurts.
Die, vermin! We have to stop it!
Oh, sure, I'll take that. Before I look at whatever that is. Nobody dropped anything? Really? Ah, you did. But neither of those other guys, eh?
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
Menu. Work. Whatever. Search the pockets.
Only a golden watch in her pockets.
Beautiful watch. There we go. A nice golden watch found in the pocket of the woman killed by an unidentified vampire. In Mary's flower, a muddy and stale flower, probably the one thrown on Mary's coffin when buried. Okay. Corpse's state. State of it.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
Okay. What's that mean?
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
I knew I'd be running on these rooftops at some point. It was just a matter of time.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Okay. Leading me towards the cemetery. I don't like that.
They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence.
They're all blindfolded. What's the deal with that? Okay.
Come to me.
Gonna help that guy too, though.
In the name of Christ!
Oh, you're the priest.
What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan is no demon. He's just a loving son, returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, it has been you all along.
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
Why did you lure me here?
I'm gathering the family. For a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother? Say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
Mary, let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Right then. Speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband killed in France. My child carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
It was the hunger. You know it now as well.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again. As you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I had taken your life before I realized it was you. I tried to kill myself.
But you failed in your attempt. We cannot die, can we? We are a plague. I've watched you, Jonathan. You pull the strings and sever them.
I've done what I had to do. I did not choose this fate. But I will have my answers.
Ugh. There are no answers, Doctor. There's nothing left but pain and lies and treachery.
Mary, wait!
Time to go, Mother. Give my regards to my son.
No! No!
This is what I do to those I cherish. Can you imagine what I've in mind for you?
I'll destroy you!
Finally, we hear the truth. Dr. Reed, admit it. You're a monster who takes joy in killing, who relishes the chase, the secrecy of it all.
I'm still a scientist. I shall find a cure for this madness.
You lie to yourself. Confess your sins.
Over the slaughtered corpse of our mother!
Are those tears, brother dear? Your heart still bleeds with emotion. My dead heart has dried.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad? I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing voices, one in particular. That of my dead brother.
This is the reason. I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my head!
I cannot let you kill again, Mary.
Time to die, brother. And this time for good! You left me to rot in this grave!
Yeah.
You... You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Kiss me again. Your blood, priest.
No.
Final thoughts are just to die for. Abomination. Rest in peace, monster.
What a beast. She's still hitting me. Oh man. That was a very unexpected and awesome boss fight. Even if it's very, like, ridiculously hard. Oh, great. I start off with almost no blood. Wonderful. Oh, so I've got 4,000 XP. Closest hideout that I know of is almost at the hospital. That's pretty far away. How about I leave and level up? Or I could fight these guys for blood. Hiding in a mystery land. Where is... Oh, this is where the Chinese lady was trapped. Huh. I just wanted a huge circle. But I'm almost out. There we go. Ah. There's gotta be a hideout somewhere. In fact, this might be it. No, actually.
See them thirsty go! This one's a top! Filthy piece of shit! Kill it!
Yeah. Should be one more drop. There we go. None of these buildings are hideouts. So I'm really surprised, actually. Well, the hospital's right around the corner, literally. Okay. Rusty pills. Ever so useful. Was it the gun that I can upgrade now? Yeah, alright. The gun that I'll never use. Increased damage by 10%. Decreased reloading time. I know which one I want. Okay. I wish there was a third equip slot. Oh well. This does stun damage as well, so that's fine. If I ever have the need, I can switch it manually. So the total is three clips basically. 3 reloads. They're not clips, but that's the situation. Can I level this up? Yeah. Is it worth it? Another 100 healing. Recovery time goes down. And you get a boost on your health regeneration. Alright, I'll go for that, and I'll take one of these. More health, more stamina. I think I'm good with stamina. You know what? I'll take another health. Do I have anything that I could get for 600? That's 1,000. Blood capacity. Actually, I can use that now. There we go. The following night. Nothing changed here. Or here. Oh. Nope, nothing changed at all. What? This person died. I don't even know who that is. Oh! That's my mother. They all got sick. He died. Oh, that impacted the economy. He wasn't a merchant, was he? Dyson Delaney, 34 years old male, a former activist who tried to bomb a building to promote his anarchist political agenda. Originally a pacifist, he planned his attack in order to avoid any victims, but he ended up killing a couple of strangers. He hid his remorse and guilt in the drink and became one of the many wanderers that populated the docks, going so far as to drown his memories in alcohol. He forgot where and when the accident took place, and sometimes was even convinced nothing happened at all. In his few waking moments, he condemned the violence of his former comrades and wished they would avoid any more bloodshed. He considered suicide several times, but never acted on it. Maybe he fell in the river. He died thinking that I had come to judge him and that his death was a just punishment for his crimes. Okay. Cold, fatigue, fatigue. Okay, make a bunch of fatigues. This is fatigue. I think I need one more. And might as well make one more cold. Might as well make at least a headache. Okay, I'm all set there, I think. Okay, I can go take the long way through Whitechapel, which, with the twists and turns of the cemetery, is probably going to end up being the same distance. Or I could just go the way I came. I think I'll take this way. This way I can talk to that dude. Ah!
I'll take it.
Don't appear out of nowhere like that. You could get yourself hurt. Oh. Guess I'm stuck.
He's dead! There's one of them vermin!
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just love the combination of the drops of grease and shillings. Something's just funny about it. Just like greasy money. Okay. Nothing there. Aha. And no, I'm not in Whitechapel proper. What is that?
Please, sir. I can't let you through.
I wonder why he's knocking on that door. I've never seen that before. It's interesting though. I'm pretty sure that's not a real door. Not an openable door. Okay, hi guys.
See that fancy cars? This one's a tough. Watch it! It's a killer!
So you dropped nothing. Oh, you did. Nothing I want. How's this gun? Pretty nice.
We have to stop her!
And I got my bullet back. Just as planned. Alright, I'd like to talk to this guy. Where is he at? I remember him being on the second floor. Oh. I don't like this development. Okay. Should have healed first. Oh, I'm at full. How about that? Alright, looks like that's all the stuff they dropped. Braille man. Open up.
Good evening, sir.
It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
Now.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool. So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
Let's heal you up first.
You seem unwell, sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
Cool. Is someone taking care of you?
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
You don't like that?
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me. And I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does she go?
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
I already knew that. Oh, this just in. It's a con. Okay. What do you know about me?
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Hints everywhere. Do you know Braille?
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Okay, so I think I just found those
Goodbye,
in random
Mr. Swank.
places.
I'll leave you now.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Wait, do I have more?
What can I do for you, Doc?
No, I don't. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Swan.
So, bring more when I can find them. And is that the only open thing? Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Why not both? Okay, so I should go south and rest for a bit. At least do something to let that autosave kick in. Everything is full, right? Yeah, it's hard to tell a little bit. Okay. And it's saved. Okay. Don't need to actually rest because I'm not leveling up this time. Though I have leveled up. Now I can fight. Where did she go?
Slayer!
Ah, gotcha.
You kill. Come to me, Jonathan.
Rough.
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster.
What, a monster? Oh, I'll wait.
Kiss me again, sweet brother. Give me your blood.
No, that's what I was gonna do.
Final thoughts are just
And
to
I'm out.
die for.
Alright. Switch to the steak. Oof. Give me your blood. For once, there's a advantage to draining the blood, even if I'm at full. Well, actually, there always is because of lets me regenerate my stamina, but
rest in peace, monster. You killed me, brother.
yeah.
What have you done? Abomination!
Yeah. That was perhaps ideally timed.
Rest in peace, monster.
Your blood.
Kiss me again, sweet brother. What have you done?
Yeah. It's just what I needed.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Uh-oh.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to John Hampton. Come to me, Jonathan.
Yes. Got this. I got this.
Rest in peace, master.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
At last, I can forgive you.
I guess I'll just put you in this grave somewhere. I guess it was already her grave. A few nights later. Yeah, that was a really good boss. It also felt like, again, it felt really Bloodborne-y. Lots of dodging and reading attacks, and not a whole lot of just wailing on your enemies.
As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is
just
transmitted
realizing
through
this.
the blood via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come.
Probably.
I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Alright. That's it for today. Ooh, the Great Hunt. A few nights have passed since I buried my demented sister Mary for good, and those same questions are still tormenting me. Has this horror no end? Am I getting used to it? Since Mary was the vampire following or preceding me since I had made her immortal, who made me, and why? London is the core of uncanny forces that are still intriguing in the shadows, and my allies are but a few. Edgar Swansea is still administrating the Pembroke Hospital despite the increasing sanitary crisis. Lady Ashbury is still supporting us by financing the facility. Both have left me alone for the last night since I needed time to focus on the situation. The danger is still here. I can almost feel it. Tonight I received a letter from the lady inviting me to meet her at her house as soon as possible. Maybe it is time for me to move again and go find all the answers to my many questions. Okay. So that's all for tonight. I'll be back Monday at 6 Central, the usual time, and I guess I'll see you then. I said I was going to do a stream of Taiko Drum and Fun for the Switch. That didn't happen because they screwed up their release date and changed it the day before, and long story, but I might do a stream tomorrow, sometime between 11 and 1. I don't know. Depends on what's going on, but who knows? I'm eventually gonna do a stream of that, and Could be tomorrow, could be maybe Wednesday. But yeah, that'll happen sometime midday. Otherwise, I'll see you Monday. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.